Needless to say, I messed up. Yesterday, I aired a stream in which not only did I forget to make it public for about the first half of the stream, but I also forgot to plug in my mic. So here I am a day later to do a little bit of damage control. I know this is a video, but I'm going to do it in more of a stream format where I just openly talk. It's pretty unedited, and I want to go back through, maybe point out a few of my mistakes, but mainly give the much-deserved reviews on many of the levels that I meant to play and meant to review. So, throughout most of the stream, I was not aware whatsoever of what the fact that the microphone wasn't on. Some people, I found it a little bit confusing that people were not responding to the things that I was saying, even when I told them, oh, your level's going to be next. They kept asking, so when is my level going to be? Various things like that. But I still didn't clue on to the fact that I was indeed not actually talking to anybody, but talking to a blank computer screen. So here we are to maybe review a few levels. So let's start with this one right here. And this one, I feel bad. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I believe it's Gigazocker. He or she sent in a level multiple times for a few streams, but I never got a chance to actually play it because in the first stream I didn't ever see a chat message from this person because I had my chat set to top chat instead of live chat. First embarrassing mistake. And then this time I forgot to go public, A, and B, forgot to turn on my mic. So really this level did not get the credit that it actually deserves. And as you can see, it's quite an amazing feat. There are many instances in which the timing of various jumps or blocks is so perfect, like the fire bar coming within inches of Mario, or getting in between these lava bubbles as you see on screen right now. And I found that quite amazing. I really wish that you had a chance to actually see my real-time reaction, but as I've mentioned more than a few times, I made a bit of a mistake by not actually going live. So, overall, extremely impressive level. I'm really thankful that this got sent in. It was a really nice start to the stream. It kind of got me warmed up, especially this amazing boss fight right here. I have played so many auto levels before, not once between Mario Maker 2 and Mario Maker 1 did I see an automatic boss fight. Truly a real feat. So that's it for this level. I think we need to move on to the next level. So for the majority of the beginning of the stream, I really was just playing new levels from the new section and popular levels because nobody had joined the stream because it was a private stream. But the moment that I opened it up, right after this section right here, is when I finally started playing actual viewer levels. So this first level is a kind of troll level, and the troll levels are best when you have the reaction, but I can say that I did laugh a lot in this one. Most troll levels can be quite frustrating and not fun to play, but when the trolls are executed in a way that they kill Mario in a funny way, or they just trick you in ways that you really didn't expect, then it becomes less and less of a problem. So, I didn't actually end up completing this level because I wanted to get on to the other levels that had been submitted, but this level, I had fun as my first level. It was definitely a good warm-up. Let's move on to the next one. I believe it took me a few moments, but then the next one was definitely a superb level. It's called the Third Tower. And what's interesting about this level is that it starts off very relaxed. You don't see anything coming. You're just kind of walking through a village. And all of a sudden, you encounter this tower. I was really confused on what to do for a while. I just started walking in and out of doors, only to see the same town over and over again. So I decided to explore around a little bit, not noticing the fact that all the chimneys had disappeared and that this giant tower had appeared right in front of me. So it took, after a little bit, when I finally discovered that there was an inside to this tower, I started to try to talk about in stream, not to actual people, but to the computer screen, that I really enjoyed the various challenges that this tower threw at me. Like this beginning one right here, the decoration is great. You can see the use of semi-solid platforms, clearly defined timing cycle for the on-off blocks, in which they are perfectly synced up to Mario's jump, so you can jump in the air and it will turn off and on again. Also, a well-placed checkpoint after a difficult challenge that was that on-off block jumping challenge that happened just a moment before. And the also great checkpoint placement because it's right before a relatively difficult challenge that I failed at a few times before I was able to get it. Another section of this level that I want to highlight, if you go forward a little more, is the thwomp section. I found this a lot of fun. There aren't many levels, at least levels that I can beat, that utilize the spin, Mario's spin, in fun and interesting ways. And navigating a tower of various thwomps that fall at different angles that you need to get on top of, I found this a lot of fun, and I really liked it a lot. This right here, a good coin indication so that I can really see where the snake blocks are going to travel. While there are a lot of bullets, they're not completely overwhelming because they only come from one direction. I think that was definitely a good choice. The only one thing about this part that I found a little bit frustrating, that if I could change that I would, is that on-off block, if you're right below it, will push you downward and you need to use the reset door. About that reset door, I'm very thankful for that reset door. I've had many levels that I've played that include a tricky section like this that doesn't explicitly kill you if you fail, but does leave you soft-locked, so the reset door is definitely much appreciated. So that's pretty much this level. I believe there was a boss fight, and this boss fight was very interesting, heading up the tower with multiple boom booms, where you're really just trying to escape, not beat the boom booms. And your jump is kind of delayed because you're moving upwards on these fast-moving tracks. So that's really it for this level. The next one was Breakout by... who is this by? I believe it's Dude Man 2.0. Gotta love the name. And this was sent to me in a series. There's Breakout 1, Breakout 2, Breakout 3, Breakout 4, Breakout 5, etc. Which I was trying to explain to the person who was sending these in that I was going to get to the level and that I had every intention to play all the levels, but I was going to make sure to give other levels a chance, not knowing, once again, that my mic was turned off so nobody could hear me. But I guess what I've learned from this experience is that I will always remember to test my mics, and will never make that mistake again. So this was a very fun level. I've seen many boss rush levels in the 3D world style because there are many bosses that can be a lot of fun that you can make from it. Everything from bullies to Meowser to Charvar that you see right here. All great bosses to use. But I haven't really seen any levels where you just have to run away from these characters. And that's what this level is about. I enjoyed that very much. My only tips for this level would be that it could be nice to have just a little more of a breather. But the power-ups kind of make up for this. Also, maybe just a little bit more platforms below every single challenge to make the world feel a bit more grounded, like I'm escaping through a prison instead of like a anti-gravity castle landscape of sorts. Anyway, I had a lot of fun with this one, and I'll have to finish the series, and if the creator of these levels, Dune Man, ever comes back, I will definitely finish the series. Thank you for sending that in. So the next level that I had was a puzzle level from, I believe, Carlos, and also felt really bad because I was trying to explain during this level that I am pretty awful at puzzles. This is just consistent. I don't think I've beaten a single puzzle level that's been sent in to me. But I did get kind of far before I actually completed, before I had to move on to another stage. So, anyway, looks very nice. It's definitely visually overwhelming at first, but it looks like there is a legitimate puzzle to this that I would be able to solve if I was able to devote more time to it. I would like to thank you for sending this in, and apologize that I wasn't able to, explain what was going on in my mind while I was playing it. A few times during this, I actually asked the audience, like, hey, what do you think I should do? But, of course, didn't get a response because my mic was, once again, off. So, next level, where are we at? So we just finished this, Expedition Through the Jungle 2, the critically acclaimed sequel, and indeed it is critically acclaimed. It has a good amount of likes, and what I found impressive is that it has more likes than it does plays. I've always liked the jungle style in the Mario 1 style, because first of all, the music's great, and it looks, you got that retro feel, but it also is definitely more decorated than some of the other Mario 1 themes. So this level's fairly straightforward, but it is like an expedition where you kind of have to explore the level, figure out where you actually need to go, to make it to the end. But I'd never felt like this task was daunting. The enemies were spread out enough so that it wasn't, overwhelming, and it wasn't too difficult, but it was definitely not easy. Love this level a lot and would like to see more like this, because it's your classic Mario level that feels great. Had a lot of fun with it. Thank you for sending it in. Excellent checkpoint placement, and keep making. That's my general theme on a lot of levels, but it definitely applies here. Had fun playing it. Next one is, I believe, is just titled Porky Puffer. Very simple level. You just gotta, there are a lot of Porky Puffers around here, and you just gotta make it to the end in about 20 seconds. It's a semi-speed run, one might say. It's not like you have to sprint like at full tilt, and it's not like there are like a bunch of jumps or crazy things, just a few technical situations. So my only recommendations for this level would be that this little section right here at the beginning is a bit difficult to understand. It took me a while to figure out that you actually need to roll under the these piranha creepers to make it through. As you can see, I died there many times before I tried it out. So maybe some sort of indication, like a down arrow or coins that go under, would be useful to get somebody who's a bit new to the 3D World style and hasn't got all the controls down in their mind yet, to maybe help them out a little bit. So that's it for this level. I believe this may have been the last level, or there was one level after this, so I was running out of time. I played a little bit of Breakout Part 2 from Dude Man, just the beginning to, help Dude Man understand that, like, I do have every intention of getting to these levels, but I just couldn't make it because I ran out of time. Unfortunately, though, I couldn't explain this once again because microphone was off. So, this was definitely a learning experience for me. I've learned that you should always check your stream to make sure that you are live and that everything is going well. And I won't do it in the future. Make sure to come back if you ever want to share any more of your levels. I hope that this gave you a little bit of closure and a little bit of my feeling on the level. And I apologize that you couldn't get my real-time reaction. So, that's it for today. For this little informal video. I will get back to normal streams. Likely not tomorrow if you're watching this on the day that it comes up, but I believe on Sunday. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys all next time.